Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel if you're watching this on YouTube. Welcome to my Facebook page if you're checking this out on Facebook. Be sure to like, follow and subscribe to keep up with this video series and other dope content I will be putting together. My name is Thabo Moloi, and having studied entrepreneurship, having worked with entrepreneurs and having pursued my very own entrepreneurial endeavors, I have decided to make entrepreneurship my life's work. Now, entrepreneurship has become a buzzword lately. 9 times out of 10, anyone that I meet is either an aspiring entrepreneur or they're on an entrepreneurial journey of sorts. But what does that even mean? What is entrepreneurship? And can it be taught? Or is it something reserved only for those who are born with an entrepreneurship disposition? Well, the answer is a resounding yes. Entrepreneurship can be taught. And in this series, not only will I unpack how you can develop an entrepreneurial mindset, but more importantly, how you can execute on that very big idea of yours in a short space of time. So grab a coffee, get a notebook and pen, and let's get this entrepreneurship movie started. Firstly, what is entrepreneurship? Let me give you a quick history lesson. If you research the etymology of the word entrepreneur, you'll find that it originates from France, where in the early 19th century, the old French used the verb entreprendre to explain the work of managers and promoters of theatrical productions. Yes, theatrical productions. See, I told you it was going to be a movie. The direct English translation is to undertake enterprise. The word entrepreneur was popularized by the economist Jean-Baptiste Say, who described entrepreneurs as adventurers who sought out inefficient use of resources and capital and moved those to higher production yield areas. In other words, if you can capitalize on an opportunity in a commercially viable way, then you're an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs are mavericks who are constantly innovating for growth. They view the world through a lens of enterprise that enables them to see profits where others see problems. It is a mental disposition that allows you to connect the dots on a granular level to a value chain in the context of a bigger picture. Now, there are those that say entrepreneurship cannot be taught. They say you are either born with a natural disposition for entrepreneurship or you're not. Now, there are people who possess certain personality traits that bode well for entrepreneurship. There are individuals who are born with a naturally high level of intelligence, who are driven, who possess a bold courage that enables them to take advantage of various entrepreneurial opportunities. At the same time, there are those who barely got through high school, who are shy and socially awkward, and come from demoralizing circumstances, yet have built amazing entrepreneurial companies and businesses. So yes, entrepreneurship can be taught. Those that say entrepreneurship cannot be taught are autodidacts, who ironically themselves have learned the process, albeit through trial and error. Now, there are 2 things I want to clarify. Number 1, entrepreneurship is a skill and mindset that is universal in its application. It's predominantly found in people who start and run their own businesses, but it's not limited to starting a company. There are spiritual leaders, politicians, professionals, sports athletes, bankers, cinematographers, even medical doctors who possess exceptional entrepreneurial skills that have enabled them to excel in their careers. Those who say entrepreneurship cannot be taught are only looking at it in the context of starting and running your own business. But not everyone wants to start a business, and that's okay. But they can still learn how to innovate, take calculated risks, and capitalize on opportunities within the context of organizations and companies that they work for. The second thing is how entrepreneurship is taught very differently to the traditional skills and disciplines we learn in school, where we sit in class, listen to a teacher, take notes, read books, and write tests that indicate how competent we are in the skills that we have been taught. Those that say entrepreneurship cannot be taught are thinking about its education in the traditional school sense. You cannot teach entrepreneurship the same way you teach maths. The curriculum for entrepreneurship is built through unorthodox practices, exposure, and cognitive and lateral thinking exercises. The fundamental purpose of this video series is for us to learn new insights. unlearn habits and mindsets that are counterproductive to entrepreneurship. But more importantly, get us into a space where we are executing on all of our ideas. Have you ever thought of a great business idea? Maybe you even wrote it down and did a bit of research on it, spoke to your friends and family about it, and they all agreed that it was a great idea. Then somewhere along the line, you got busy. You got distracted, came up with all kinds of excuses, and failed to execute on that idea. Then suddenly, a few months down the line, you see someone launch a business with the very same idea that you thought of first. It has happened to me more times than I can remember. The reality is, the world is not short of novel ideas. It is just short of people who will take action on executing those ideas. The reality of entrepreneurship in the context of starting and running your own business is that it is extremely tough. You need thick skin, ridiculous levels of passion, and copious amounts of grit and determination. For me personally, entrepreneurship is a channel that has brought a lot of fulfillment by enabling me to make an impact to the communities around me. So if you want to develop the skill and mindset to not only think like an entrepreneur, but execute all those brilliant ideas that you have, then stick around. Follow, like, subscribe, and let's get to work preparing the set to shoot this entrepreneurship thing, because you best believe it's gonna be a movie.